Yeah, Dumbo. I told you to chop them this size. Why are you chopping them in giant size? Are you cooking for a monster or what? He said in frustrated tone while resting his hands on his hips. You could also instruct me in a polite way. She looked at him pouting with a poker face. He faked a smile before saying, Jungkook, darling. He spoke looking at her. She hummed in response. Jungkook, could you please chop this round onion into small pieces? Be careful, you might get hurt, and your precious hand may get a cut. If you get hurt, then your dear husband won't be able to bear it. He rounded his arm around her shoulder, gritting his teeth. His tone was soft, but filled with sarcasm. She nodded, listening and smiling at him. Jungkook, you got that? His smiling face turned to a serious one. Now cut it properly. Tight your grip around the knife. Yun. She looked at him with a poker face. Jungkook, are you even listening to me? His tone was serious and straight. Yun, I'm doing. She replied in a frustrated tone and began to chop the onion. Ash, you're so annoying. She yelled out, chopping as he instructed, while tears falling from her cheeks to the floor. 'Cause of onion. She glanced towards the kitchen as she heard Yoon's voice. She shook her head, focusing back on her laptop screen. I'm so done with them. She mumbled. Her husband, who was sitting beside her, chuckled. Taehyung, are they arguing again? Why, I'm so used to it now, he chuckled. Taehyung, well, they both are just vibe though. Wyan nodded. They match each other frick. Taehyung, like us? She chuckled, listening to him. Taeyong was sitting on the couch and Van was standing beside him. The laptop was placed on the table in front of them. Van standing there bending her back as she was searching for something on the laptop. They were talking about business stuff. Taeyong hand were grabbing some files while Van was typing on the laptop. Taehyung frowned his eyebrows looking at the files. It's been 3 months since the two couple had confessed with each other. They are now much more comfortable and soft with each other. They cuddle, hug, pet each other's head, flirt, but till now they never try to cross the boundaries. As they respect each other's comfort and privacy, Ryan and Taeyong are like a sweet couple, smiling and blushing around each other. While Yoon and Jungkook are that one fighting couple who can never stay at a place without messing. They are also flirt with each other without caring about anyone's presence. They share kisses, cuddles, hugs, and also fights, but as well respect each other's comfort. It was going smoothly, and things are getting better. Taehyung, we have been sitting here for 30 minutes searching for it. Do you think we can able to find a proper land to start a new branch? Ryan hummed, have patience, we should keep searching. Taehyung, as you say, ma'am. She chuckled at him, making him chuckle back at her. She was holding a cherry between her fingers. Her moves were hesitant. She glanced beside at him before doing anything. He was already looking at her with his hand folded to his chest. He signaled her to carry on. She did a light nod and finally placed the cherry on the cake. She moved back, signing in relief. Done, she mumbled. He glanced at the dessert and food she made. She looked at him to say something. His serious face turned to a normal one. He smiled at her before pecking her cheek. Good job, he said. She looked at him with wide eyes. Yun, you turned from chef to Jungkook very quick. He chuckled at her. Jungkook, I need to be strict to teach a brat like you. Yun, shut up. She rolled her eyes before placing the food. Jungkook, as you say, princess. She shoots glares at him. He chuckled, finding her cute. Yoon, cut the crap. Let's call Wine and Taeyong for dinner. Jungkook, yep. He replied, pecking her cheek again. He took screenshot of the files, but his gaze shifted to the laptop screen when Wine spoke. Her hands were placed on the laptop. Wine, I think this land is suitable for the establishment of our new branch. The land, the environment, everything is fine. It will provide a good atmosphere for the people working under. Taehyung, it's nice. I think we finally found something after searching a lot. Wine, so should I tell our secretary to meet the landowner? She looked at him. Taehyung nodded. Yeah, since we both are okay with this. Wine nodded. Cool. She stood properly, grabbing her coffee while sipping it. He shifted his gaze to her, the way she sips and tucked her head behind her ear, and the way her eyes glazing the laptop screen. He admired her smiling lightly and turned his whole body towards her, still sitting on the couch. She didn't notice him and spoke, still sipping on her coffee. Wine, look at the surrounding. It also has a beautiful environment. Her hands typing something in the laptop. Taehyung. He nodded, still looking at her. Most beautiful. Wine, I'm talking about the land surroundings. Taehyung, me too, he said, swinging at her. She gave a cocky smile. Wine, you didn't even glaze at it. Taehyung, this side is better. He spoke, making her chuckle in disbelief. Wine, are you trying to flirt, Mr. Kim? She spoke, not daring to break the eye contact. He chuckled. Taehyung, oh, does it look like I'm flirting, Mrs. Kim? I'm just appreciating the beauty. She raised her eyebrows, smiling. He sprinkled back at her, both of them exchanging eye contact with each other that they forgot about the surroundings. Yoon and Jungkook ran to the living room as they challenged who will reach the couch first, but they stopped on their spot when they saw Wine and Taeyong having eye contact with each other. They glanced at Wine, then at Taeyong, before looking at each other. Yoon Po, they are having a moment. She thought to herself, looking at Jungkook, signaling him. Jungkook Po, time to ruin it. He thought to himself, but she heard it clearly as they are having a conversation without actually speaking, which they can only hear. Yoon and Jungkook nodded at each other before looking at them. They cleared their throat, making Wyan and Taeyong snap back to reality. Wyan and Taeyong glanced at Yoon and Jungkook, who were having a cocky smile. Taeyong, you both done with dinner? He spoke, looking between them. Yoon, yep, we came to call you for dinner. Wyan, yeah, we are done with the work though. We will join you. Jungkook nodded. I hope we didn't ruin it. He smirked. Wyan and Taeyong raised their eyebrows. The work, Wyan, said Jungkook. Both Taeyong and Wyan cleared their throat. Yun, I will serve. Until then, you both join us. They nodded. Jungkook, be quick. Saying that, they both left. Taehyung, let's go. He looked at her. Wyan nodded. Yeah. Time skip. You look at them with curious eyes. Her hands were grabbing the chopsticks. Both Wyan and Taeyong chuckled and grabbed the food with their chopsticks. It is well decorated, said Taeyong. Have a bite. Tell me how it is made, Yun said. Both Wyan and Taeyong nodded before taking a bite. Yun looked at them with hesitant eyes. Wyan and Taeyong eyes widened in amusement. They nodded. Yun, how it is? She asked it curiously, gazing between them. Wyan, it is really tasty. Well made, Yun, she said, smiling. Taehyung, you have improved a lot. It is delicious. Yoon rubbed her neck, hearing their compliments. She looked beside her just to find Jungkook struggling to grab the bean with his chopsticks. She looked at him with a done face. He finally grabbed it, putting it in his mouth. He looked at her and gave an awkward smile. You're gonna just eat or say something about the food too. Jungkook, honey, it is actually so good. I thought you would burn it. I didn't think it would turn out to be this tasty. Yun, thank you. She smiled while Jungkook sighed in relief. Well, Jungkook instructed me, that's why I was able to make it perfect. Jungkook winked. Taehyung, well, you also made a dessert. He pointed his chopstick. Yun, yep, so we can have it after dinner. They both smiled at her. Thank you, Yun, for this amazing dinner. Taehyung said, chewing on his food. Yun smiled at him. Four of them started eating while having their different conversations. Few minutes later, they were having the cake after done with their dinner. That's when they heard some footsteps and some voices from the living room. Yoon was busy with cutting the cake. Jungkook was busy with his food. The other three attention girls towards the living room. Wine. Who it is? Taehyung. They must be back, he chuckled.